Hi everybody. Okay, today I'm gonna dye my hair. Hope everybody's having a beautiful weekend and a great week to come. I'm gonna dye my hair myself. I usually do, but I have a dark golden brown that I'm gonna put in my hair. And yeah. So what I did was I shook this up real good, and I'm gonna put my gloves on. Okay, so what we do is we just start at the top. We go all the way down. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put some of this right around the front of my... What this is it's just some cream, but it's like petroleum kind of. And that way the color won't stick to the, it won't run onto my face, that's all. I have this little brush that's gonna help me spread it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put a little more back here. Hey, this stuff smells pretty good. Usually it doesn't smell that good. But there we go. This is actually relaxing to me when I dye my hair. I don't know why. So we'll put some more all the way in the back. Come up to the front. Okay. It's been a while since I've dyed my hair. I think the last time I dyed it was like 3 months ago. So I'm not ready to go all gray yet. See the gray here? This is all gray. A little younger look, okay? When we get in our 60s, we're not quite ready to go gray yet. Some people are, but wow, this stuff gets stuck in the brush. I'm wearing a black shirt just in case I get dye on it. There we go. I hope everybody's ready for Christmas and you're having fun with your family, or you get to your family, because sometimes our families are far away. And I especially have parts of my family all over the United States. I have my mom in California. I have my dad in Pennsylvania, which I don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm from Philadelphia. So half of my family is in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. And then of course I have family in Florida. I have some cousins in Florida. I have, of course, my beautiful daughter and my beautiful grandkids and my son-in-law, all in Florida. And I really miss Florida. Florida is just, that's where I'm gonna retire. But right now I'm still working a lot. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna retire, to tell you the truth. Because I like working. And I've always had my own businesses, always. Well, not when Raquel was a baby. I didn't work when Raquel was just born until she was like around 3. That's when I started working. And then I worked for a company for a few years. And the company actually closed down when I was working for it. It was an insurance company. So when they closed down, I still went and worked for a different company. And then when I got pregnant with Olivia, that's when things changed. Because I didn't want to go back to work, although I was in management in the company. It was a company called Public Insurance. I was in management and they didn't want me to leave. They were, trying to get me to stay. But I did go back to work for maybe like a month. And I couldn't stand leaving Olivia at a babysitter. That was just like too horrific for me. So after a month, I told them, I'm sorry, but I have to leave the company now for good because I just didn't want my baby, my brand new baby, I didn't want her with a daycare. So that's when I started my business. And I had businesses before that when when Raquel was little, before I started working in insurance. I had an ice cream business. And I would go and sell ice cream on the weekends. Uh-oh, my grandson's knocking on the door. He wants his grandma. I might have to get off this live for a couple minutes. Okay, so what I did was I did this side, and now what I'm doing is I'm taking the dye and I'm just running it I'm just running it through the back of my hair because of course I can't see, but it's okay if it doesn't get every spot because if you dye your hair and you want to have make it look like you have highlights, then you can miss a little bit of it and it actually will look like you have highlights in your hair. It's interesting because before I used to make sure all my head was covered, but now the back of it especially, I let a little bit of it not dye. Groovy hairdo, huh? Okay, I can see it's turning a beautiful color though. Oh, like there's some parts that I can see the gray sticking out. Can you see in the back? Okay, so in those cases, I just go ahead and rub it in real good. Because I can see the gray. I could see like patches of gray. Back to what I was saying was when Raquel was little, I sold ice cream. She was like around 2, something like that. And I did pretty good. I mean, I was able to save my money, and that's how I bought my first house. Because I was able to, you know, just save my money. Didn't have to pay for babysitting. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it over and go ahead, put it in the back. Kind of like the beginning of my entrepreneurial working that I did. And I was able to, you know, pay my mortgage with the money I made. And I guess I was like the only one out there selling ice cream on the beach. So that's how I made all that money, I guess. I used to make like around $500 a weekend, and back then that was good money, because, you know, I only worked Saturdays and Sundays, and I only worked I don't know, from like 8 in the morning to probably like 6 at night. I was pretty exhausted, but I got to spend the rest of my time with Raquel. And then when Raquel started going to school, then I started working, going back to work. I worked for another insurance company, and I went into the management again. And then, because Raquel and Olivia are 6 years apart, so when Raquel was 5, I got pregnant with Olivia. And yeah, I've always worked for myself from that point on, because I wanted to have the kids with me. And it was so funny, because I would be working from home and my customers would be like, "Do you have a daycare there?" Because there was always a bunch, you know, my kids in the background. Okay. All right, so now I have to get a plastic bag, and put it on my hair and leave it on for 20 minutes. Voila. Looks pretty dark when it's wet, huh? Well, it'll be a lot darker than I'm used to it being. You can check the sides and just make sure that you got the grays and the sides. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I have a bag or not. Let me see. And I'll just clip it with a clip. There we go. Now I'm ready for the ball. I'm going to be back when it's done and show you what it looks like. Okay. I actually washed it, washed the dye out, and I just wanted to show you how it turned out. The color is beautiful. I love it. And it's drying. It's kind of still wet and drying. But yeah, you see how the gray is all gone in the hair. So I'm gonna do some kind of style on it, and I'll just leave it up. But I wanna tell you guys, I'm gonna stay tuned for the for the rest of the makeover. I'm gonna do like, well, I think Olivia's my daughter. I think Olivia's actually gonna do the rest of it because, you know, I don't really do makeup. And I could put makeup on, but you know what? I don't like makeup. As you get older, I guess maybe you're supposed to put it on. So stay tuned for the rest of the makeover, you guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, love. And yeah, I'll get back to you. Thanks. Bye.